Greetings, everyone. Before I go any further, I just want to say to you, I've always been a very peculiar person. While I love people, I also try to stay or keep my distance from people because the truth of the matter is a lot of people in our community is very toxic. A lot of people in our family can be very toxic. And so for me, I always try to stay in the periphery and just kind of watch what's going on the inside. So as I am standing on my own square, trying to be as, unique as I possibly can be, there are times when, the things that I'm interested in overlaps with that of others. And so we make a connection there. But other than that, I really try to keep a low profile in my real life. Okay. And so I don't like too much mix up. I will come out and share my thoughts on certain topics when they, are current, but it's not my go to. Someone sent a video to me with a senior citizen, and it's clear she has dementia. And the way I hear this woman talking to this elderly lady, it disgusts me. I'm saying to myself, would anybody in their right mind not realize that lady is ill? And it just goes to show our people, their mentality, their vibration, the kind of frequency that they're operating on. And it just makes me want to stay far and just be very careful who I surround myself with. Having said that, and I'm not going to get into that too much more because I'm just saying that video broke my heart, and it just depicts how difficult it is for people who have mental health problems in Jamaica and how the elderly are treated. It's just terrible and very, very sad. And then what I also want to say is when I see how our people get excited when they see people going through hardship, you know, this, I don't know if it's bad mind. I don't know if it's just that, I don't know what to name that thing, but it's scary. So listen, some of you guys are sending me some more picture. Some of you know yourself. I really don't want to see or hear anymore of that story. Because if truth be told, the reason why it's upsetting to me is that when I really listen to people, how they're getting happy about someone's family that's falling apart or could possibly fall apart, it just makes me uncomfortable. The level of excitement that is going into this thing where children are involved, or black families are broken, as we know. But just the celebration and the joy and the happiness. And I guarantee you that a lot of these people were so excited and so happy about this, new story that's breaking. Oh my gosh. Some of these people, I'm sure, would make comments. Oh, I love you and you're the best. And this is why I don't want nobody loving me, man. Love yourself. And I have to learn to love myself and exchange that with my loved ones, my children and my partner and whatever. Like, I don't trust people, man. It's hard for me to get close to people because it's just, oh my goodness. It's disgusting. It really is. The level of excitement when we hear bad things happening to people, especially people who are progressive, that's what makes it scary. When people are elevating, when people work hard to, you know, put themselves on a certain plateau, oh, people say, I'm happy for you. But in reality, they're not. They're just take a front row seat. They want to be there when you fall. This is why I say to people, listen, as you achieve greatness in your life, it's nice to motivate others, but sometimes you better keep some of that to yourself because it seemed like people's success make others angry. And it's in an everyday situation with friends and family and colleagues at work, and people are afraid. Good people are afraid to share their blessings. I am one of those persons. I will share a little, but I keep most of that stuff to myself, because even people who support you, when they see your blessings coming in, all of a sudden they withdraw their support. When you're rich, everybody wants to be associated to that. Or if you're famous, people want to be associated to your fame. So they pretend like they like you, but in reality, they don't. And so I always try to tell people, just humble yourself in all your ways, and, don't get too hype when people come out and pretend like they love you, because half of the time they don't. It's just so disgusting. So sometimes I would want to have a bigger presence on social media when I want to share my truth and, teach and things like that. But then there are other times when I just go back. I recoil and just, stay in the shadow, because it's just very disgusting how, people can be. And sometimes I'd rather stay in the shadow. I like teaching, it is my passion. I like to share, and I like to be honest when I'm giving my feedbacks or when I'm delivering a message. But the truth, if truth be told, the people in my community is very scary. And it's not just Jamaica or North America, wherever we are as a group, we're just, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to say about this thing, but it doesn't look good. And I don't know if it's just people on a whole, are like this, because sometimes we only talk about what's happening in our community because that's all we know. But other people perhaps have those problems in their community as well. But when I look at how people get excited to see people's downfall or to see someone hurting, I just don't know where that comes from. It is just this very, very scary thing. It makes me want to, like I say, just stay in the shadows. It's just horrible. So, for those of you who are sending the story as it's breaking or whatever, for you, it's a breaking news. For me, it's not. It's just water under the bridge. We already discussed. We're moving along. It is what it is. Let's mind our own business, as much as we mind other people's business. Mind our own business more, in fact, because while we're busy looking into people's lives and telling them how to live their lives, and giving them prescription of how they should live their life, ours is spoiling and falling apart. If we use a fraction of the time we spend on minding other people's affairs or whatever, and spend a little bit of that time to reflect inside and to fix our own lives, we'll be better off. You know what I mean? There's something about gloating over someone's pain and suffering, or other people's mistakes, or even if it's not a mistake, even if what they're doing is deliberate. Just, I think so many people, they need help. Stay blessed.